Welcome to Hearts and Stripes, your one-stop shop for all things military marriage. I hope our discussions and interviews equip you with the tools to start or grow a beautiful marriage as we address the benefits and challenges of marriage. I believe life's most precious moments are worth celebrating, so I'll help you design your marriage blueprint in alignment with your core values. Thank you for joining us, and remember to rate, subscribe, and review. Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hearts and Stripes podcast. This is your host, Bree Carroll, bringing you another Heart to Heart. So I am super excited for you. If you are joining us for the very first time, welcome. I want you to know that we are all about setting you up to personally thrive, setting your marriage up to thrive, and absolutely the byproduct of all of these things is that you will thrive in your future. So before we go into this episode, which is all about lifestyle, I wanted to tell you what has been going on in the background. We are preparing for Military Marriage Day. Military Marriage Day is the newest holiday for our armed forces, and it is celebrated annually on August the 14th. So Military Marriage Day, as it is implied in the holiday title, is just celebrating marriages, celebrating that oath and the vow that couples make as they walk through this thing called life together. And it is a celebration of love. It is a celebration of connection. So this year's theme is all about connecting. And I'm excited to share all of the behind the scenes things in times to come, maybe in the next podcast, but I'll share a little bit. We're getting ready, organizing all of our speakers. They have some fantastic messages on connecting. We have some amazing giveaways, and the way that you can be involved in Military Marriage Day and ensure that you can get your own giveaway is by RSVPing at www.militarymarriageday.com. That is www.militarymarriageday.com. You can RSVP so that you are in it to win it and get some amazing giveaways as far, and also some updates that we are having for Military Marriage Day. So you'll definitely want to do that. Icing on the cake, though, if you want to level up your relationship, is to invest in these early bird tickets for the summit. The MMD Summit is a 2-day staycation with you and your boo, where you level up your relationship, having some real talk and some intentional time with you two. So the summit, 2 days, investment in your marriage. You're going to want to do that. And like I said, the early bird tickets will not last long. So make sure you head to militarymarriageday.com and get more information on that too. Now, let's dive into this discussion on lifestyle. So the reason why I wanted to talk about lifestyle is because it is summertime. The sun is shining. People are planning vacations, and you have a little bit of downtime to really connect, right? That same theme from Military Marriage Day. So during this vacation time, during your travels, when you get some quiet time together, I really encourage you and even challenge you to think about your lifestyle, your marriage lifestyle, and what that could look like. And I'm going to break down how you can do that and have conversation with your spouse. Now, you know, here on this podcast, I feel like you have to show up for yourself before you can show up for your marriage. So thinking about what your personal wants and needs are is hugely important in a relationship. You can't come to the table and discuss what a lifestyle looks like if you are not even aware of your own personal wants and needs. So step one to all of this, and probably everything that we talk about on this podcast, is that you prioritize yourself, thinking about the things that you enjoy, your goals, your dreams, your hopes, before we jump into the conversation of a lifestyle. So I wanted to give you some context for a lifestyle. We're just talking about the way people live their lives. That is a general definition of a lifestyle, just the way you're going to live your life. And what I mean in this example is the way that you'll live your life with your spouse, right? In your marriage. How do you want to live your married life? So that's the lifestyle we're going to build up to, with step one, first doing some introspection, finding out and thinking of your wants, your needs, your dreams, and applying that to these next steps that we have. So the second part of this is to think about your ideal day. So think about your ideal day for yourself and think about it in your relationship. What does that look like? What time are you waking up? What are you having for lunch? Where are you, right? What location are you in? Are you by water? I know I have been itching to get by some water, maybe hang out on someone's boat or something like that. Maybe that's something that you'll think in your ideal day you'll want to do that. Or maybe it's just yoga. You want to get in a regular routine of incorporating yoga or a spin class or something like that, working out. What does that ideal day look like? Are you working? Are you working in an office building, a co-working space? Are you working from home? Are you working in the unit? Maybe you have like a specific role that you want for your ideal day and you're serving in that capacity. What do these details look like? And again, you should get specific for each of these steps. Think through some specifics, your wants, your needs, and then when do you see your spouse? Do you have a lunch date together? So think through these details of an ideal day, which is step 2 in this overall process. Step 3, your ideal week, because our days builds into weeks. So what does the week look like? And I like this particular example because now you can incorporate like a weekend. What does your downtime look like? Are you attending a church service together? Like what does the weekend build up to? Because typically when you think of your ideal day, it may be like a Monday or Tuesday. Like what does that look like? Well, it looks different when you look at it from taking a step back and thinking about it from a weekly perspective. So what does that ideal week look like for you as an individual, and what does a week look like in your marriage? And don't just think about activities. What does the day and the week feel like? Emotionally, how are you feeling in the week? Do you have a lot of joy? Do you have a lot of energy? Are you getting a lot of rest? Is there a calm, like you love being in your home the majority of the week because it brings a calm and a peace? What are the scents and aromas that you have? Maybe you have exquisite meals every week or something like that. But think through not just activities, but consider all of the senses. What does that look like? Try to make it real for you. And then, of course, the next step, since we went from days, we went to weeks, and now we're going to go to a month. Like, what would a month look like? What maybe type of income do you want to bring in a month's time? Maybe there is a certain sequence that you're going in where every Friday you have off, or every Monday is something that you'll engage with your mom or another family member or your close friend. So you've talked to them 4 times out of the month or something special like that. Or at the end of the month, you do something special. Let me foot stomp even budget meetings, shameless plug. That's for another episode. We'll talk about that. But what does the month look like? What is your ideal month? And talk to one another. Really lean in and listen to one another as you talk about these days, these weeks, and these months. I find that you can learn a lot about your spouse by having these conversations about what their time or their ideal way to spend time will bring them. Like, I learned from my spouse early on in our relationship that he's really a homebody. Like, he is super content with just kicking it at home with the kids on the couch, just family time. And the thing that the reason why I bring this up is because I'm the opposite. Like, I like to go, I like to be out experiencing things. Like, if you ask me what my ideal day is, it's probably going to involve doing brunch with someone, going to see a show, shopping. Like, it's out there. But these are some things that are maybe contrary. So in hearing him build out his day, his week, and his month, as we come together and we think about the lifestyle for our marriage, we want to be in harmony with our wants and our dreams. It has to be in harmony. So there is a certain time frame that we will dedicate to being at the house, and that'll fill up my husband's bucket and feel like he is living a fulfilled lifestyle. And on the other end of that, right, I will plan time where I'll go and we'll have vacations and we'll plan for that, or we'll plan times to go out for dinner and have experiences of trying new things. And that fills my bucket and makes me feel like I'm living a fulfilled lifestyle. I've said it twice now, but you get the gist of it, and that is the end goal. A fulfilled lifestyle. And the reason why I want to say that this is super important to have these conversations, not just to get to know one another, but because you want to know what your common goal is. You want to know what you are vectoring towards. Typically, when you are in a relationship and this conversation is not had, you don't address these items, your spouse does not know, you can find yourself running in completely different directions because you are not on the same page with what your marriage lifestyle will look like. One person is running towards their ideal lifestyle, and you may be running or stagnant with your own ideal lifestyle. And what that does is it causes friction and frustration in your marriage. And I'm hoping that this episode challenges you to think about it differently, come together, have those conversations, and find the harmony so that you can figure out what your most fulfilled marriage lifestyle looks like. So I hope this episode helps you come together and have these conversations. And I'm going to go ahead and challenge you to do so by simply mapping out your ideal day, your ideal week, your ideal month, and then summarizing it collectively as a couple. What does your marriage lifestyle look like? Now, this is a big thing that I want you to do, so listen really closely. Give yourself permission to dream. I'll say it again. Give yourself permission to dream. You may not be at your ideal installation right now. You may not be able to do the things that you are thinking about in your ideal day, but that is okay. Give yourself permission to kind of shake off whatever your current situation is, because the key word here is ideal. You have to take small steps towards getting to your ideal day, towards getting to that ideal week, towards getting to those ideal months, but it has to start somewhere. And when you're holding yourself back and you're not letting yourself dream out loud with your spouse, right? That should be your partner, that safe space person that you can go to and kind of dream wildly. Why not? Give yourself permission to do so. And that may be a challenge for you. So that's why I said maybe do it with yourself first. Get a journal. I love to jot things down and kind of brain dump some ideas and figure out what I'm battling with, what I'm struggling with, maybe when it comes to dreaming bigger, because there's always more, right? The best is yet to come. And I think when we really take the time to sit in that, then we'll start dreaming a life more fulfilled. And as we take actions, having these conversations, putting some things in place, then we'll start to see the fruit of that. And we'll start to see it develop in our life. And we will be living more fulfilled marriage lifestyles. So that is the goal. That is the challenge. I'll even say it's the EYS. It's the earn your stripes. If you remember from past episodes when I had y'all earning your stripes, hey, this is one of them. Earn your stripes, do the work, have the conversation, jot it down if you need to, throw it up in a common space, maybe your kitchen or where have you, where you write down what your ideal day, week, month, and overall lifestyle is, as a reminder to the both of you, like we are both running this race towards this direction. That way we can celebrate the wins when somebody gets promoted, and we can celebrate the wins when we hit a savings goal or we pay off something, or you understand why you're sacrificing in a certain area. It's the encouragement that we need to keep going towards that end goal, because we have thought through what a fulfilled marriage looks like and what our ideal marriage lifestyle looks like. So that's your EYS, earn your stripes. Go ahead Get after it. I know that you will see the benefits of doing that. And by all means, I like to hang out on Instagram at It's Bree Carroll. Slide in my DMs or hop in my comments and tell me that you have completed this challenge by looking at your marriage lifestyle and you've planned out and thought through what that could look like. I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to share what that looks like and some of the things that you've come up with. So now we are at my favorite part of every episode, which is Heart Tracks. So Heart Tracks, you can find the full playlist of Heart Tracks on Spotify. That's Heart Tracks 2. Heart Tracks 2 on Spotify is where you can find the entire playlist. And I absolutely love this playlist because it is a reminder of the conversations and discussions and lessons learned that we have had on this podcast. So be sure to head to Spotify and listen to the playlist while you're folding clothes, doing your thing, driving, whatever it is, and enjoy the playlist of songs that are there and available to you. So today's heart track, like I mentioned, the sun is out, summer is going, and I have been vibing out a little bit and feeling it. And I think the heart track, I know the heart track for this episode is going to be Golden by Jill Scott. And the reason why I say that is I absolutely love the lyrics in there that says, I'm living my life like it's golden. And when I hear that and just the tone and the melody of the song, it puts you in a very joyful and peaceful spirit. And I just really want more couples to live fulfilled marriage lifestyle, living their life like it's golden. That is the goal, not mediocre, not below average or meh. I really want you to go after a golden lifestyle that is rich and full and vibrant. So that is the heart track. That is all we have today. Make sure you share this episode with a friend if you want them to blossom and grow and live that golden marriage lifestyle. Why not? Let's share so that we can help others. I hope this episode blessed you and that it added to your marriage walk. Enjoy, everyone, and I can't wait to chat with you again for the next Heart to Heart. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate, subscribe, and review. This is Hearts and Stripes. We are the few, the proud, that aim high and are forged by love. Always ready, always there. We are Mill Marriage Strong.